Welcome to Arirang Live. It's 2 p.m. here in Seoul, and I'm Kim Mo-gyan. Here at Arirang TV, we're breaking into our regular programming to bring you the live coverage of a briefing from the South Korean health authorities on the latest developments with the coronavirus outbreak. We'll be cutting over to the Korea Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in the city of Cheongju, just south of Seoul, where the briefing should start very soon. There are regular briefings given twice a day, once in the morning at the Health Ministry, and this one will be at the afternoon at the Central Disease Control Headquarters, which is located at the KCDC. Arirang TV will have simultaneous interpretation of the officials' remarks there in English. We just got a news that the briefing will be delayed for around 10 minutes. So just to give you a wrap-up of what happened this morning, earlier authorities have announced that South Korea has confirmed a total of 2,931 cases, and the death toll now stands at 16. And the number of confirmed cases has increased about 600 from the figures yesterday, and most of them were from Daegu in the Gyeongsang-Bukdo province, south of Seoul. Now, once again, I'll have to remind you that the briefing has been delayed a little bit. The authorities have announced that the total number of confirmed cases here in South Korea is almost nearing the 3,000 mark with 2,931 cases. The total deaths is now confirmed to be 16. Among the newly confirmed, at least 536 patients are from Daegu and Gyeongsang-Bukdo province, and this is a result of 85,695 people being tested. And South Korea also confirmed 3 more deaths on Friday, now bringing the total to, like what I've said, 16. They are all elderly women between the ages of 60 and 90, and they're from the city of Daegu. 2 have died while receiving treatment in the local hospitals, but another, a 69-year-old woman, had been in self-quarantine and was waiting for test results. And she's been transported to Daegu Catholic University Medical Center on Friday morning after suffering from breathing difficulties. And just within an hour of arriving at the hospital, she died, after which her tests came back as positive. She becomes the second confirmed patient to die after being self-quarantined. South Korean Prime Minister Chung Se-kyun also on Saturday requested people to refrain from going to places where many people gather, including religious events. South Korea has reported also its first case of a person who has been reinfected on Friday. That person was aged 73-year-old. She was a woman, and she became the country's 25th patient who was discharged last Saturday, only to find that she had been reinfected less than a week later. The NHK on Thursday reported that a woman in her 40s also tested positive again after being treated for symptoms and leaving hospital earlier this month. There was also some reinfection cases in China this month, but here in Korea, the case was the first of its kind. Meanwhile, COVID-19 continues to spread across the globe and reaching all continents except for Antarctica. New Zealand reported its first infection on Friday, a person in their 60s who came back to the country on February 26th after a trip to Iran. Belarus, Lithuania, and Nigeria have also reported their first cases, and news is continuing to come out that the number of confirmed cases in Italy is also rising. Once again, we'll have to remind you that the briefing, which was set to begin at 2 p.m. here in Korea time, has been delayed a little bit. Authorities say it will be held in the next couple of minutes. Please be patient with us. So now we will come back to you after the briefing actually begins.